alóyinlo òhùndé wálé agbẹ́dẹ́gbẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ o. Sílẹ̀ bàbá wọn.
Of our keynote speaker, I'm told that it's being recorded. So, see Africa, are we ready? And the keynote speaker, all right. So, it's none other than the executive advisor to Oyo State Governor on agribusiness and intergovernmental relations, Director General, Oyo State Agribusiness Development Agency, who is our keynote speaker today, is none other than Dr. Adebowale Akande. Can we appreciate him with a round of applause? Yes, yes. Dr. Akande's profile will be on the screen. He is represented here today by the Permanent Secretary of Oyo State Agribusiness Development Agency, OISADA, and Dr. Kolawole Badmos, and I'm told he's here. So let's have a profile. A round of applause for Dr. Badmos as well. Yes, thank you.
Dr. Adebowale Akande is a renowned agribusiness development specialist and international development expert with over 3 decades of strategic leadership experience in Africa. He currently serves as Director, Partnerships for Development Directorate, P4D, overseeing partnerships and development initiatives at the International Institute of Tropical Agriculture, IITA. CEO, IITA Business Incubation Platform Limited, leading agribusiness incubation and development programs. Executive Advisor to Oyo State Governor on Agribusiness and Intergovernmental Relations. Director General, Oyo State Agribusiness Development Agency, OISADA, coordinating and scaling agricultural investments in Oyo State, Nigeria. Dr. Akande's achievements include establishing OISADA, developing the agency to promote agribusiness and agricultural investments in Oyo State, leading agribusiness initiatives, managing global agricultural development projects and private sector engagement in agribusiness, promoting agricultural innovations, scaling agricultural innovations and developing agricultural enterprises. Dr. Akande holds a doctoral degree in business administration from the University of Hertfordshire, UK, specializing in agribusiness, strategy development and management, master's and bachelor's degrees in international development studies from the UK, diplomas in international environmental law from the United Nations Institute for Training and Research, Switzerland. He has also been trained in climate change management at Oxford University, UK, and food security policy at the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations. Dr. Akande is a chartered manager and fellow of the Chartered Managers Institute, UK. Dr. Adebowale Akande is an indigene of Ibadan land. He is happily married with children. Ladies and gentlemen, invited guests, it's my pleasure to present to you the keynote address speaker, Dr. Adebowale Akande.
I hope you will permit me to stand on the well-established protocol as you establish very well for you. When we were when we were young, our parents used to send us on an errand. They will tell us to be singing with whatever they send us so that we don't forget. They say, keep on singing. So that you don't forget when you get to where you buy material. But in the civil service and the public service, they will tell you that you can only be seen, not be heard. I'm representing my owner, the Director General of the OISADA. And so that I do not forget what he sends me, I have to write it down. I hope the Commissioner, the distinguished ladies and gentlemen, will permit me to read from what he says. Can I move on? Thank you very much. Local production as a backbone for a thriving economy. A case of agricultural production in Oyo State. Being the keynote address presented by Dr. Adebowale Akande, the Executive Advisor for Agribusiness and International Cooperation and Development, to His Excellency Governor Adebowale Akande, FNSC, GSSRS, the Oyo State Government, and as well the Director General of Oyo State Agribusiness Development Agency, people represented by my humble self, Kolawole Partners, at the Genspark 2026 Entrepreneurs Empowerment Summit held at Liberty City in Ibadan between 17th and 21st March 2026. It's a pleasure to be the keynote speaker at this humorous occasion. However, local production comprises of act of growing, processing, packaging, transporting, and distribution of physical products such as food, etc., and so on and so forth, to the final consumer, typically within the same region or state. In agriculture, it includes growing or rearing agricultural products such as fruits, vegetables, dairy products, eggs and poultry products, meat as well as fish and other seafood products, grains and other agricultural products. In contrast with globalized systems that transport food over a long distance, it plays a vital role in building strong and sustainable economies. When goods are produced locally, it reduces dependency on imports. It creates employment opportunities and encourages economic growth within communities. One key sector where local production is highly important is agriculture. Oyo State, which was created in 1976, is known as the food basket of the southwestern Nigeria, comprising of 33 local government and land mass of 28,454 square kilometers, or 2,854,400 hectares, with the weather ranging from rainforest in the southern part and savanna in the northern part. The weather gives Oyo State an advantage over other states in Nigeria. It is capable of producing a wide range of crops ranging from arable and cash crops, likewise livestock. In order to leverage on these advantages, the government of the day, under the leadership of His Excellency Engineer Adebowale Akande, signed into law the Agribusiness Development Agency Bill on 15th day of May 2020. The law provides for the establishment, composition, and powers for the establishment of Oyo State Agribusiness Development Agency and every other matter connected therewith. The mandate is to facilitate private sector investment in agriculture with the vision of turning Oyo State to a modern agricultural agribusiness hub, improve on the productivity and ensure food security for the citizens with the mission to develop strategy, coordinate and implement agribusiness investment and projects in the state through public-private and development partnership business model, so as to facilitate small, medium enterprise, private sector investment in the agribusiness sector and support growth for smallholder farmers in agriculture and related micro-enterprises, value chains, crops and livestock development. Agriculture in Oyo State was projected as the fulcrum of the state's economy. Hence, it's one of the major contributors to local production and economic development. Local food production and marketing has become the major source of IGR, the internally generated revenue, to the present and the future administrations. The state is well known for producing crops such as cassava, maize, yam, cocoa, oil palm, soybean, vegetables, and agricultural crops, and so many others. Others such as livestock like poultry, pig, large and small ruminants. Oyo State has been classified into 6 agricultural regions, namely Ibadan, Obalapa, Oyo, Ogunso, Okogun 1 and Okogun 2, for use of agribusiness and agricultural administration and weather classification. Production capacity and crop adaptability vary from one agricultural region to another, which provides the comparative advantages on production and distribution of these locally produced foods. Oyo State is an agrarian area which depends on farming as their main source of income and livelihood. Having realized this, supporting local farmers and improving agricultural production becomes the government's priority. Hence, the establishment of Oyo State to strengthen its economy and improve food security, and particularly to assist the youth to achieve their target, their aims in contribution to development. This agency caters for both small older farmers, intermediate producers, and large business investors. For the small older farmer, the following programs have been supporting them for the past 4 years. 1. Nigerian Community Action Recovery and Economic Stimulus (NGPS). Under this program, we distribute inputs for youth, women, and even practicing farmers so as to boost their production. Another one is the livestock productivity and resilience economic stimulus. This one is helps in helping in the health of the animals. So we give inputs to them as well. Vaccine, a lot of things, feed, chemicals. As part of agribusiness policy, the commercial agribusiness is promoted through establishment of national agribusiness transformation center, with extension through further creation of hubs now in progress. This comprises of SAPS, Agribusiness Industrial House at Ijaya, and the Agribusiness Transformation Center at Owa. Presently, one is going on at Ijaya. We call it International Wholesale Market, whereby you will not be, nobody will just come and exploit you anymore. You will be exporting your produce directly outside the country. And we have a seal that we have to guarantee that the store is a quality produce produced from the West. As established agribusiness hub, government facilitates efficient enabling environment for agribusiness to thrive. There was provision support infrastructure such as good road network, efficient business promoting policy formulation that allow all elements of agri-food value chain to work well, from production to market. We have one at Fashola now. It's open to every one of us to go there and just on at least sightseeing to see what is operating there. Enterprises will operate in a well-saturated and integrated farming system developed through public-private and governmental partnership approach. At the established hub in Fashola, there are presently 16 operating investors in the following agricultural value chain categories: tomato production and processing, cashew production and processing, cassava production and processing, pepper production and processing, cattle fattening and dairy, cassava seed production and mechanization and service provider. Local agricultural production provides benefit to the community, among which are 1. Employment generation. Rather than going japa or just looking for white collar job, you just get yourself employed, you be your personal boss. Agriculture has been found to be a major employer of labor, ranging from direct and indirect, skill and skill beyond the value chain. Service providers, marketers, primary producer, processor, transporters, distributors, etc. You can just link in within any of the value chain. You just keep on making your money. It improves economy. Local food production helps the state or the system in keeping money within the state by attracting buyers from different locations to come and buy food, thereby boosting the economy. Improve nutrition value and health status of the citizens. Local food production provides an improved nutrition since the food gets to the consumers at a close close by rather than subjecting them to transportation over time, which can result to reduced quality or spoilage. So eating fresh farm produce has been found to boost the health status of citizens. It maintains the eco space, boosts biodiversity, clear air, and improve soil health. Full availability and stable price. Local food production also helps to reduce food shortages and stabilize food prices. When farmers produce enough crops within the state, markets have a steady supply of food, which benefits both consumers and businesses. In addition, agro-processing industries can develop around these agricultural products, creating more jobs and boosting local industries. Furthermore, government support modern farming techniques and access to better tools can create productivity among farmers in the state. It encourages youth to participate in agriculture, can also help sustain local production in the future as well as sustainable wealth. In conclusion, local production, especially in agriculture, is a strong foundation for a thriving economy. By investing in agricultural development, Oyo State is promoting an economic growth, job creation, sustainable food security, reduction of post-harvest losses through value addition, improved standard of living of the people by creating enabling environment for agribusiness to thrive in the state. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no other way to sustain society and to sustain yourself other than to get yourself employed through agriculture. Agriculture can at least attract or sustain more than 90% of the population. My brothers and sisters, the youth, please, agriculture is the right source for you to employ yourself and then get yourself a better employment. At this juncture, I want to congratulate all the successful participants, the young men and organizers. You are fully tried, and I really commend your effort on behalf of my principal. At this important time, we really appreciate you, and then we commend you, and we pray that you have the best and the head of it all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We really want to thank you for coming around, and I believe the entire Genspark convener will be so happy to have you around. Thank you very much. On behalf of Glenfort Academy, I hereby present this award to you. Thank you. Congratulations.
Mi ò ní lọ síbi kan gbogbo àwọn tá a tán délẹ̀, I don't care what they say. Èwo ni kó ló bá torí mo fẹ́ fọ́mọ yín. Èwo ni ti wàrà tó fi sá torí mo fẹ́ fọ́mọ yín. Wọ́n bí mi mo túra bí èmi gangan la bí sọ́lá, mo bọ́lá jí mo jí bọ́lá, mo fẹ́ sọ̀kọ̀ bọ́lá ti tó. Sílẹ̀ màá bá wọn tá a tán délẹ̀, kó ló bá.